Hello, welcome to your afternoon update from the Met Office. Bit of rain around tomorrow, but apart from that, many of us are going to have a pretty dry week thanks to high pressure dominating down to the southeast of the UK. Up to the northwest, we've got a big area of low pressure, an intense area of low pressure barreling its way across Iceland, but it's pushing away to the north. This trailing weather front, though, is fast approaching. The isobars are also squidging together, so that's why the wind's picking up and actually turning pretty wet and windy across the northwest of Scotland, staying that way throughout the afternoon. A little bit of showery rain getting into Northern Ireland through the afternoon as well. There's a little bit of drizzle here and there over central parts of southern England and the Midlands, drifting towards the southeast, but that's really quite light and very patchy. Most of England and Wales staying dry. Quite cloudy across East Anglia and the southeast this afternoon, but brightening up over the Midlands, southwest England, East Wales, parts of northeast England, seeing some decent spells of sunshine. A little breezy here, but feeling quite pleasant, I suspect, for early February, 9, 10, 11 Celsius. The winds, though, are really picking up across the far northwest, getting very gusty and blustery across northwest Scotland, with that rain coming in and intensifying through this evening. Not very pleasant at all. That rain will spread across Northern Ireland and then really pep up across parts of southwest Scotland overnight and into Tuesday morning. So we've got our Met Office yellow warning in place for parts of southwest Scotland, so that rain, as I say, could really build up here. We're seeing some of that rain by the end of the night trickle towards Anglesey, parts of the Lake District too, but a good part of England and Wales staying dry overnight. Quite murky and misty again across the southeast, but not as cold as last night. Temperatures mostly staying up at 4 or 5 degrees Celsius across central and eastern parts. Milder still further west. Temperatures starting tomorrow 8 or 9 Celsius. So not a cold start, but it will be a wet and windy start through the central belt across parts of northwest England, northwest Wales. That rain pulling away from Northern Ireland could just push back into the east to affect Belfast for a time through the morning, and then it crosses through Wales, southwest England. So things turning wet and windy here during tomorrow. Behind it, it turns brighter, but with lots of showers packing in to northwest Scotland. Staying pretty windy in many areas, particularly in the northwest through the night. Slowly easing a little tomorrow, but the wind's also picking up as this line of rain edges into the Midlands. Eastern parts of England generally staying dry through daylight hours, but eventually that rain will come across here through the evening too. Temperature-wise, though, double digits almost across the board. Obviously not feeling very pleasant if you're stuck under the zone of rain, but that should be clearing. So brighter skies to end the day for Northern England and Wales compared to the morning time. That area of rain, it's a weather front, will continue to trickle, as I said, towards East Anglia and the southeast, but also continue to fizzle out. So it doesn't really amount to too much during Tuesday evening, by which time lots more showers packing into the northwest of Scotland and the north of Northern Ireland. Some thunderstorms possible, hail mixed in as well. There is that weather front pushing across. Now, as we go through the next couple of days, the isobars pointing out to the Atlantic, so our winds are coming in from the west. But we are going to see quite a big switch around through this week. That weather front moves out the way. High pressure moves in. That, as I said at the start, will bring many places some dry weather for most of this week. But as the high shifts up towards Scandinavia, well, it means the winds have completely switched direction. So we start with a westerly wind. We're going to end the week with more of an easterly wind, and that will bring colder air as we head towards the end of the week and into the weekend. Something we be watching closely as we go through this week. It is likely to turn quite a bit colder. Aidan will have much more on that in this week's fully detailed weather for the week ahead, and that will be available on our YouTube channel by Monday afternoon. So you may as well subscribe.